You remind me of a girl that I once knew. See, I bet whenever I look at you, wouldn't believe all of the things she put me through. This is why I just can't get with you. You took all this time helping Ray Ray figure it out. You took all this time coaching Shaniqua, but now you've met your person. You met your person and now you don't have no patience and you're like, oh, they not really good at this. I don't know. I don't think I want this one. I need to find another one. Level uploading. Level uploading. Level uploading. Hi everybody, welcome back to Level Uploading. Like feelings, face facts with yours truly, Shay. Hey! I hope everyone is doing amazing tonight. I really wanted to pop in just real quick, y'all. I know I say that all the time. However, I really mean it this time. So I actually was on Facebook the other day and I saw a video of this TikTok. It was like a reel, but it was from TikTok, and it was a lady basically saying, you know, the caption, if I can find it, I'm gonna post it here.
I don't want this one. I don't want. Send another one, please. I promise I'm not being ungrateful. I promise.
But basically the caption was her saying when God finally sends you your person and they're not freaky. Basically, her portion of it was saying, I don't want this one. This sparked a thought in my head that I've always thought since re-establishing myself as a woman of God, not only in word but also in action. I've always felt this, like, I understand now why God does not want us practicing premarital relations. And the reason behind that is that, hey, when you're out here fornicating with, whether it's with one long-term boyfriend, girlfriend, or a trillion, million, getting the spice of life here, there, and everywhere, you have now not only created a soul tie, but you have also now created a preconceived expectation or a preconceived notion. So let's just say you have a body count of 3, and in this day and age that's very unlikely. People, once they pop, they just don't stop, okay? Once they pop, they just don't stop. But let's just, for giggles, let's just say 3, and you're going to have those 3 encounters in your head as a benchmark. Now, that's not to say that each of those 3 were good or each of those 3 were bad as far as quality-wise or enjoyment-wise or entertainment-wise, but now you have that as your benchmark. So here comes God. He sends you your person. He sends you the person who he actually has created for you. And that person, unless they have been walking in, you know, righteousness this whole time, they have their preconceived notions of whoever their past partners, you know, are. And then now that's their benchmark. So they come into the relationship whenever it escalates to the marital bed, you know, to the bed where it's actually a covenant and where it's actually a legal right. And I'm not talking about judicial system, I'm talking about spiritually. You actually have a right to participate in this act. You bring that preconceived notion from you and you bring that preconceived notion from him, and then that comes together, and now both of you are either going to be critiquing, criticizing, comparing, you know, compared to what you're used to. Maybe in the previous, when you were unsaved, and maybe when you were unsaved and in the world you liked it rough or something, or maybe when he was in the world he liked to have multiple partners in the bed. Now these things, all these preconceived notions are coming into the marital bed, and you guys are not on the same page because you don't have the same ideas. Now, what the benefit of us not actually participating in fornication is that you find your person and you guys come together under the covenant that is protected by God, and you learn, explore, and grow together in a sexual manner, rather than comparing, critiquing, and being already kind of tainted in a way. Like, your ideals about the relations has already been formed. So instead of you guys doing it together the proper way and actually finding out what works for you guys together without the ideas of what other people like and what other people have brought into your world, or what other perversions the world has brought to you, you really do yourself a disservice, because now you don't have the benefit of having that experience with your husband or your wife and learning and growing together. So instead, you got a wifey over here like, I mean, that was okay, but Ray did it better. Or you got him over here like, I mean, she's okay, but Shanika up the block, man, I don't know, she ain't got nothing on her, but I love her. It's really, really, it makes sense why God did not want us to do this. And then you add another heavy scope, a heavy thing on it. If you add adult films, XXX adult films and Playboy magazines and all these other unrealistic standards for a woman's body, her looks, her performance, and things like that. People now, they really don't have great expectations, even if they hadn't been performing these in their unsaved days. They're watching and intaking this and thinking this is what relations is supposed to be. Now, as a person who has at one point or another seen these type of things, I can tell you that majority of them are covered in perversion, covered in sadisticness, covered in being very degrading and things like that. And that's not what God intended for the marital bed to be. Now, I'm not here to tell you or dictate to you how the marital bed should be. I have not ever been in a marital bed. But what I'm saying is that God did not intend for us to have all these different worldly views on the act of relations with our partner, with our spouse. And unfortunately, we've messed up a lot of our brains by doing this, because now we're going to go into these relationships and have these expectations. I want to give a shout out to Jamie, because I saw something, she said, a clip that she had put on from one of her shows, and basically she was saying like, hey, I had to go and ask God to remove any memory of what it was like, the memories, the expectations, prepare me and give me a clean slate so that when I meet my husband, I can take this as a new, fresh experience. And I'm like, you know what, that's a great idea. And I have myself started to do that, because I don't want to have memories of flashbacks of what was when I was out of line and out of order. I also believe that Dr. Umar said something similar.
Once you have fornicated multiple times, you have now developed preferences. This is why God never wanted for us to have outside of marriage. Once you've experienced things that you should have only experienced within wedlock, you develop preferences. So when you meet a really good woman, she's everything you need, but she can't turn it up in the bedroom like that freak can. You may pass up on your soulmate because she can't please you like the freak. And a lot of people have lost out on good relationships because they didn't come with freak of the week talent. I've had women, sisters, admit it, I should have married him, but he couldn't turn it up in the bedroom.
God does not want us doing this. We literally ruin ourselves for the people who are for us. And then it's like, you meet this amazing man. He's everything you could want. He's caring, emotionally intelligent. He loves the Lord. He loves you. He takes care of you. He provides. He protects. He does all these things. But because he's not choking you up on the wall or spanking it hard enough, and now because that's what you think makes you happy, that's what your old mind equated to enjoyment of, relationship, of what your old mind equated to enjoying relations. Now you're feeling like this ain't worth it. This sucks. Or on the flip side, fellas, you meet this woman, she's everything. She has the motherly instinct. She has, she's a submissive woman who actually wants to let you lead. She's able to be ambitious as well. She's able to contribute to the family in ways that cannot be monetized. And you love her. She's beautiful. She's everything you want. But you've been intaking slob on my knob like corn on the cobs every day, and watching adult films, looking at social media, Instagram models with edited pictures and botched surgeries. And now that's your new norm, your new expectation. And a lot of people don't understand that psychologically, you might not think something is affecting you, but your brain functions a certain type of way. If you keep feeding your brain something, it begins to process it. Just like your algorithm, if you continue to keep interacting with booty shaking girls, or if you keep interacting with half naked men, that's what your algorithm is going to keep showing you. And that's how your brain is. That's what the algorithm is designed to try to emulate. Is, the enemy, and I'm not even gonna go there, but the enemy always imitates God's creations, and he created our brain to function a certain type of way. If we're continuously feeding our brains this stuff, guess what? I don't care how grown you are, I don't care how, woke you are, that stuff starts to work itself into the process. So I just hope you guys take a time to pray that prayer. Ask God to remove those memories, to give you a clean slate, keep you near him, keep you focused on him. Remember not the former things. Former things are gone, so that when you meet your person, you're not sitting here picking them apart and dissecting, oh, my ex looked like this, or my ex did it like this, or my ex did that, or my situationship was way better, or my sneaky link, man, she could really do this, or man, my, ex-bae, he was really good, he was putting it down, I don't know about this, or whatever is clouding our minds from being able to understand temporary pleasures versus a real genuine connection and what's worth it. Because if you're willing to throw and discard someone away because they're not what you think they should be in the bedroom, and you find all this value in them as a person and as a partner, but you're willing to discard them because you don't have the patience or the ability to put your mind on the things of now and stop worrying about what was and what was in the past. You took all this time helping Ray figure it out. You took all this time coaching Shaniqua, but now you've met your person. You met your person, and now you don't have no patience, and you're like, oh, they not really good at this. I don't know. I don't think I want this one. I need to find another one. And this is exactly why God does not want us spreading it out in these streets, because we really, really taint ourselves, and we taint our mindsets and our ways of thinking about, something that he created for married people. So on that note, guys, I'm gonna leave you. I actually think I did this pretty quickly, so pats on my back. I will see you guys on the next episode. I love you guys.